Welcome to Hoa Hua Vlogs with Hoa Hua ISTQB. Today, Hoa Hua Vlogs would like to share with all about how to do usability testing with web and mobile app examples and bugs in usability testing. What is usability testing? A usability testing makes sure that the interface of an AUT is built in a way that fits the user's expectations with respect to meeting requirements easily, in a simplistic, satisfying manner. And it mainly focuses on ease of use, ease of learning or familiarizing with the system, the satisfaction of the user with the entire experience. Why do usability testing? Usability testing is to identify usability errors in the system early in the development cycle and can save a product from failure. For example, there are many software applications/websites which miserably fail once launched, due to following reasons. Where do I click next? Which page needs to be navigated? Which icon or jargon represents what? Error messages are not consistent or effectively displayed. Session time not sufficient. When is usability testing conducted? As testers, we know that the earlier a defect is found in the software developing life cycle, the cheaper it is to fix it. The same concept holds true for testing usability also. Usability test results affect the design of the product. So, ideally, the usability test should start at the design level. The same concept holds true for testing usability also. Usability test results affect the design of the product. So, ideally, the usability test should start at the design level. To make sure that we do not make usability-related mistakes at any of these steps, this testing should be conducted often and continuously for maximum results. How to do it? Testing is a validation of software against its requirements. Usability testing is not different. The only requirement, in this case, is to validate if the software is as per a mental map of how a user would want the software to be like. What makes it comfortable for them to use? What kind of holistic experience is the user going to take away from the interaction, etc. These are just a few of the methods in which this testing is carried out. Method number 1, during the design phase, you could just draw your website/application design on a piece of paper and evaluate whether it is going to work or not. Method number 2, an exploratory method, would be to build the site and perform some random tests by the development/design/QA or all internal teams, to determine usability factors. Method number 3, use a tool that would provide statistics based on the input wireframes and designs submitted. The structured usability testing process contains the following steps. Step number 1, identifying the tests to perform the usability test. It helps to choose the set of test scenarios that is close to how the real-time users are going to be. Step number 2, designing the tests that the users are going to perform on the application. A list of situations that the users are going to use the application form is to be made prior to starting the test. This can include something like search for an Xbox and buy it, or submit a customer care question, etc. on an e-commerce site. The tasks should closely represent the real transactions the users would use the site for. Step number 3, facilitating the testing. The usability team will have the users perform the tasks on the site and are going to gather information regarding the test progress and results. It gives them a better picture of how the app was used and where it did not deliver what the user wanted, etc., firsthand. Step number 4, analyze results. At the end of the test, we might end up with the time it took to perform tasks, whether the task was successful or not, etc., so basically raw data. The results have to be presented to all the stakeholders and analyzed for the identification of potential problem areas. Checklists for usability testing. Is the system easy to learn? Is the system useful? Does the system have filter function? Are content, color, icons, images displayed as per spec? Is the navigation, links, next button, previous button, required to reach the desired screen or web page? Are scroll bars displayed properly? Is the format of screen/pages like alignment, lines, and buttons, displayed properly? Check if outdated or incorrect data like contact information/address is displayed or not. Check if broken links are displayed or not. Check if help function works or not. And this is a website example for usability testing about, how would you go about finding a shirt you like?
How would you go about finding a shirt that you like? I would probably look up here. Okay, I see that there are lots and lots of options. So these don't seem necessarily to be separated like by women's, although I can see some women's here. But as far as these, I'm not necessarily sure initially if those are, unisex or if what that is. I also glance at this, see that there's some different featured ones. I don't necessarily want anything like patriotic and stuff. So I think I would probably look here first. It's also really, really neat to me that they have by region. I would kind of like to see some from a variety of regions. So I would probably go here first. I would be interested in seeing the deep V-neck. So I think I'd click on that one first, seeing if it's too deep of a V for me. I don't particularly like really low-cut ones, but I do like the style of V-neck, so I think I'll click there first.
One more example of mobile usability testing.
Okay, so I'm going to begin this test by reading the frame of mind. And so it says, with the coldest days of the year approaching, you're thinking about buying a new sweater. You came here to check out what's available and maybe make a purchase. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the first task. So task 1 is saying, do you see anything on the home page of the website that interests you? And where would I go first? So let's just take a look here. I'm looking at the main page of the website. Something that is really grabbing my attention here is this kind of scrolling text across the top. It says free shipping over 40 with code and free returns in store. This is kind of captivating me here. And then my eye automatically is just drawn to this bold red text that says sale up to 80% off and new styles added. So that is something that is catching my eye here. As you can see here, the main page is pretty typical of what you would see on a online shopping website. It's broken down by popular kind of like categories, ladies, men, kids. This is standing out to me here, this home section. I actually shop at H&M, and I did not know that they had a home section. So that's pretty cool.
This is a bug that no happen when with moving the remote control from left to right and vice versa. Thank you for watching. If the video is useful for you, please like, share, and subscribe to motivate to Hoa Hua Vlogs, so I can share many new video with all. Have a good night. See you next Saturday. Goodbye.